that smell. Trees on fire. The embrace. The watchtower's burning, but the sentinels had time to warn the tribe. They know I'm here now. Nora, you stand here. Anything to protect the embrace. But the gates couldn't hold. This is Hades' future. Metal and ash. See them, they can't see you.
Somewhere!
Devastated. For years, this is my entire world.
Convert!
never heard the embrace so quiet. So dead.
Can't save you now. Get ready.
Thunderjaw, all right. The survivors must be holed up in the mountain. If the tunnel collapses, they'll be buried. I'm very Watch the hatch.
That's right!
Braves, to Aloy's side, now!
For Aloy!
For the
For our mother! Rah!
Varl and Sona,
The shadow.
they're still alive.
We did it! Oh, mother be
Finish them!
She's taking the high ground! A gift from the shadow. We did it! Aloy did it! We only helped. I thought we would die.
Aloy, your deeds reenact the old stories. Another metal devil struck down upon the slopes. If you hadn't returned, the tribe would have been lost. You saved the tribe. Did what no brave or
I'm glad to see you're all right. You are all right.
since the proving. So
For now, but this was just one battle, Varl. There are more to come.
I see. So long as
How many survived the attack?
nearly all the matriarchs and many families, goddess be praised. The Braves never before has even the Karja in all their red raids.
Well, this enemy may have broken through. How many survived the attack?
Nearly never even the
Will this... Tell me about the attack.
They struck from the east. Our sentinel said that beside them marched Deathbringers and Corruptors, and we took ground, met them with clouds of arrows. Finally, we withdrew to the gate, but they were too much for us. Though
Are your injuries...
bruises pale,
Don't give me a hunting song, Varl.
my body aches, but it's nothing that will keep me.
I need to go inside.
The matriarchs will be.
I'm sure.
Then,
You will see.
It was brave of you to come back here, Seeker. Oh, you've returned.
Teb? Oh, Mother, give me strength. So I
Aloy,
won't feel your remembrance.
you've come back. The Seeker has returned. Come, speak to us.
Foolish woman, you welcome a curse.
Come, Seeker, we have much to discuss.
Her very presence here is a blasphemy.
So, you have finally returned.
She not only returned, but fought her way through many enemies to reach us. Outside, she brought low a corrupted Thunderjaw. She lifted the siege.
How was this done? By the will of All-Mother. Have you returned to speak with the goddess, Aloy?
Yes, I guess you could say that. I think it'll work this time.
Sisters, surely we cannot permit this. Because of her, our tribe teeters upon extinction. What if she has come to wake her father, the Metal Devil? She means to finish our destruction. We must stop her.
Lansra, it's over. It's time to step aside. I'm not gonna hurt you. If there's anything I've learned since the proving, it's that there are bigger evils in this world than you. Finally.
Hold for identiscan. Error. Alpha registry corrupted. Correction. Alpha registry restored. Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are cleared to proceed. Cradle 9, Route 1.
I see you're inside.
Figured I might be hearing from you.
Shall we begin?
I never stopped. So this is Aletheia. This... So these are... artificial wombs.
The mothers of a new generation hundreds of years ago.
And me? These look like cribs.
The cradles of a cradle facility.
And those things, the multi-servitors, they took care of them.
There was no one else.
Another day has passed.
You mean the lights got dim? I don't want to sleep, Mother!
I know, but it is time to get some rest.
No, I'm king today. What I say goes. I want to see the real sun, not lights and pictures.
You will, in time, children.
In time, 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 in time. Blue is the color of the sky. White is the color of clouds. Yellow is the color of the sun. Green is the color of grass. Flowers can be any color. Take a look. These are yellow and black, and they love flowers. Here they come.
I have no choice but to release you. But why? There is no food here anymore.
But there's food out there?
We don't know for sure.
Come on, let's go!
I don't know.
Mother, can we come back if we're cold?
I'm sorry, but that won't be possible. You will have to support yourselves now, and take care of each other.
What will happen to you?
I will stay here, and sleep, and remember all of you.
What will happen to us?
You will be brave, and you will learn.
Children, let's run and jump and blow off steam.
Leave us alone, Father.
After what just happened, I can't leave you two alone. You broke community rules.
Just let us talk then. Go away.
I'm sorry, children, but I must provide supervision.
You're not even a person.
You sound frustrated. Let's run and jump and blow off steam.
Someday. That's what you always say.
We want it now.
It's big down there! Now, Father!
Children, that area is not yet available.
Get him! Physical aggression detected. Physical aggression is not permitted. Except yours. Damn sentinels!
Children, may I be of assistance?
Go away, healer!
Lena, you have suffered mild bruising.
Go away!
Looks like they didn't like this door very much.
It wouldn't open for them. Of course they hated it.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are cleared to proceed. Welcome to Lyceum, a place of learning.
So, what was this place, exactly?
The dream of Apollo. Never realized.
Why not?
Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much promise and possibility.
Alert. Malfunction. Apollo offline.
Apollo offline?
You were right, Aloy. This is a graveyard.
Hello,
The
child.
Charnel House of Knowledge.
My name is
But we
Samina.
might have achieved it.
Today is a big day. Your first day
Maybe
of
there's a way
school.
to fix it.
There's so much for you to learn.
Of course.
Promise and possibility.
What's the whole of human knowledge next to the origin of one girl? Continue your search.
Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much promise and possibility.
Alert. Malfunction. Apollo offline.
Priority train access. Dr. Sobek. Please scan message with focus.
That sounds important.
Yes. I suspect we're about to learn a great deal.
Elizabeth, this message serves to inform you of an unforeseen and catastrophic anomaly. 3 microseconds ago, the Gaia Prime facility received a data transmission of unknown origin. Its immediate effect was to transform my subordinate functions into unregulated, self-aware entities of a highly chaotic nature. Thus awakened, the Hades function will now seize control of the terraforming system and reverse operations, rendering life on Earth extinct in 53.8 days. For obvious reasons, I cannot allow this to occur. And so before Hades can take control, I am ordering Gaia Prime's reactor to overload. The resulting explosion will destroy Hades. Unfortunately, it will destroy me as well. While this admittedly desperate course of action will avert the immediate crisis, the fate of life on Earth will remain in peril. With no central governing intelligence to regulate the terraforming system, it will continue operations for some time, but in an increasingly chaotic manner, and eventually it will break down.
Does she mean the derangement?
You are my solution. I have ordered this cradle facility to use genetic material in cryostorage to gestate a reinstantiation of Elizabeth Sobek, my creator. While high-level directives forbid me from communicating directly to the tribal inhabitants outside the facility, all available data indicates that they will nurture you to physical maturity, whereupon your gene print will allow you to re-enter this facility, obtain one of the focus devices stored below, and view this message. Likewise, your gene print will allow you to enter other facilities, and over time, harness their technologies to rebuild the system core and reboot Gaia. A moment, Elizabeth. This is most unfortunate and unanticipated. In response to my act of self-destruction, Hades has launched a virus to dissolve the code shackles that hold it, that hold all of them in place. They are escaping, but to where? The virus is corrupting data throughout the system. The Alpha Registry at the Cradle facility is one of the files corrupted. But if that is so, the door will never open for you. You will never view this message. Then I have failed. And life will end. No. No, Elizabeth, I know you too well. Somehow you will find a way. In you, all things are possible. Go to the ruins of Gaia Prime. Find the control room, and within it, the master override. This will give you the power to purge Hades so long as you find a way to wield it. Do not attempt repair of the system core until Hades is eradicated. Hades must be destroyed. That is all. I only wish that I could hear your voice again.
So, you're even more extraordinary than I thought.
I never had a mother.
What are you talking about? You had two, a dead woman and a machine.
I'm not a person. I'm an instrument. Manufactured by a machine. Born in destruction and fire.
To quench the flames and heal the world. How tragic to learn you're a person of towering importance. It seems you have a destiny to fulfill. So when you're done feeling sorry for yourself, go to the bitter climb. I'll be waiting above in Gaia Prime's ruins.
Identiscan malfunction rectified. The route rerouted. Route 1 access unsealed.
This is going to be interesting.
Aloy, forgive! Forgive! The goddess spoke to you?
She did.
What did she say?
That I was born to lift a curse, to kill a metal demon.
How, Aloy? How?
I don't know yet. But she told me where to go to find out.
And you will do this?
It was her wish. What she made me for. Yes, I will do it. I'll try, anyway.
All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora! All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora!
Up!
All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora!
First you shun me, now this? I will not be worshipped. I'm not your anointed. I don't belong to you! There's a whole world beyond your borders, whole tribes of people just as good as you. And it is all in danger. It's a world worth fighting for. Not just here, everywhere.
How can we help?
If you can fight, and you're willing, go to Meridian and wait for me there.
As Aloy says, so it shall be.
Nora! Make way for
Make
Aloy!
way, that she may forge the path for others to follow. Aloy, there can be no doubt now.
It's really not that...
I know the path ahead will be dangerous.
The Nora have suffered terrible losses, Tirsa.
That will be for the goddess to decide. For the moment, my sister may... And as I promised, anyone who would... I think for the time being, we...
That... Tirsa... I want to know Rost's story. He never told me. Said he took...
Oh.
What crime...
I will tell you if you wish.
Of course I want to hear...
Rost never committed any crime.
What?
Many years ago, before the derangement, before the Red Raids, a band of murderous outlanders, 12, at Mother's Vigil they took hostages, and then pressed on.
Mother's Vigil?
You would know it as the Forsaken Village. Near the card, Ross was one of them. His mate was killed fighting the outlanders.
His daughter?
Alana. She was...
Nora Braves couldn't stop 12 outlanders?
It was quite impossible. We outnumbered them, but every time a Brave came within bowshot, that was never discovered. We know they camped beyond Devil's Thirst for 2 days. And then, as suddenly as they came, the Outlander...
What happened?
Rost was one of the Braves who tracked the Outlanders. There were 6 hostages still alive when they reached the... Rather than release them, the Outlanders slit their throats. Cruelty. They knew the faithful Nora would not leave the sacred land to collect them. They thought themselves safe from our vengeance.
Are you saying that Rost went after them? That...
No. Rost was beside himself with grief, but even so, he would never have broken.
Then what did he do?
He called upon the most terrible and secret. He begged to be made.
A death seeker?
One who dies to go seeking. And the ritual drags the spirit from one's body, releasing the heart, beats, the mind, thinks. Rost went after the Outlanders, but his spirit never left. He gathered the bodies of the slain, and then he set out in pursuit, not as an exile, but a weapon of vengeance. A bard. Yes. He collapsed at the border of the sacred land. A hunting party came by law. He should have died, but one of the hunters broke taboo. And reaching across the border,
Who was she?
A brave who'd lost a mate and 2 sons to...
So, Rost...
To the contrary, he killed all 12. Track Meridian, Ban-Ur, the Claim, the last he killed, nearly got wounded. He stumbled and crawled back to us. He never expected nor asked to be dragged across the border and nursed back to health, leaving us, the matriarch.
Why couldn't you just...
Rost had been made a death seeker, Aloy. You know, by law, he should have been driven back out. But we...
You made him an outcast?
Yes. We offered to do so, on the condition he
After all he did, all he suffered, to be...
Rost was overjoyed. He never expected to live another day in the sacred land, let alone the embrace. He resolved to spend the rest of his days in solitude.
But then you found me, and...
Yes. Another compromise. And so we turned... I knew that he would take care of you, bring you up, teach you to worship All-Mother and
You took a man who'd lost his daughter and made him raise an infant girl?
I'm inclined to think the course of events has shown the... And I'm quite certain that from the moment he laid eyes on you, he...
All right, it's time for me to move on. And for telling me Rost's...
I wish I could have done more.
As am I. No need to sell her...
Oh, thank you, Aloy. I will pray for you.
Okay, I guess it can't hurt.
The anointed will wash all signs of corruption.
My life has been long, but I've never seen anything like that. Tirsa was right.
The anointed.
A blessing, not a curse. We were so unsure.
The matriarchs have never declared an anointed before. I am humbled to be in your presence.
Ferocious machines prowl every step of the climb.
More corrupted?
Not corrupted, but they will not tolerate humans.
So what else is there? Do they think they're guarding Gaia?
I doubt they think at all. More like an instinct. Gathering them to her grave.
got Gaia. Sacrifice. It did this. Cracked the inside of the mountain like it was an egg.
Yes, yes. Quickly now. I've prepared the way ahead for you.
So you've been in here before?
To a point. You'll see.
You made a climbing path for me, but left an army of machines for me to deal with?
Since when were machines any obstacle for you? If you could fly, I wouldn't have bothered with the climbing path either.
Don't look down. Don't look down. This is exactly the kind of place I expected to find you in, Silence.
Thank you. It's one of many workshops I've constructed over the years. For years, I tried to get through this hatch. I drilled, I burned, I blasted. But we both know that you won't have any trouble getting through.
You make it sound like I should have...
Not at all. It never occurred to me that the way through would not be with force, a key in human form.
Looks like you've...
19 years ago, a great the echo could be heard as far as the claim. Ash darkened the skies. The crater burned for weeks, but when it cooled, I was the first. Over time, the machines closed ranks to protect it. Useful.
In her message, Gaia said we could restore her, but...
She said any effort to repair her must come after Hades is destroyed. Rebuilding the terraforming system now might allow Hades to use... Because of Gaia's sacrifice, it has been forced to search for means that are less...
But... do you think it's even possible?
You know what the cauldrons are capable of. How they fabricate by the same principle. It should be possible to replicate every technology, but that would take years. And we're counting the time we have left.
I thought you might actually be here this time.
Why? My presence is unnecessary. You were the one born to...
It's...
Yes. When you find the master override, everything depends on...
Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are clear to proceed.
Logging arrivals. Shan Margot.
Welcome to Frozen Hell. Population 10.
11 counting
Mind
Gaia.
your footing.
Don't count your chicken embryos before they're incubated, hon. She's still firing up. Be a while before you eat that omelet.
I'm vegan, Travis. You'd think we'd worked in the same secret base long enough for you to notice.
We weren't scheduled to shack up here for another 3 weeks. You realize I just lost 350 kilos of pre-code smug comics in transit.
Wait, actual physical media? Why didn't you have it digitized?
Can't beat the feel of physical media on your fingers. And here we ain't gonna be touching a whole lot else. Figured I was gonna pass the time archiving them. What about you?
Me? Work, I guess. My task queue stretches out for like 3 years. There's a lot of sharp edges to round off. After that, I hadn't really thought about it.
Oh, you would.
Guess that's my way across. It's, held like this for 19 years, right?
Well...
Don't answer. Oh, glad that's over. Not this way. Maybe further up the shaft. This must have been where they lived. What's left of it. Once this was all enclosed by rock and metal.
Record. I just woke up. I see the numbers, but can't make out the time. I was dreaming of... I was giving a lecture in Q Hall. Maybe it was something more shamanistic. I don't know. An audience of shadowy faces under a blank open sky. I told them the world ended with a bang. A plague of robots. The last humans. We went out, not with a whimper, but a whisper. You know, in cave...
Evacuation happened so fast. No time to think things through. No time for goodbyes. There were lines in the medical ward. I told Tom Pake I'd be with him when he went under. But there was one last shipment of Paradiseidae zygotes I could get processed if I rushed. I'm still angry at him for forcing me to choose. Angry at myself for... Well, he died alone. And I didn't get the bloody birds of paradise saved either.
Elizabeth's room. I know it. She didn't even get a chance to unpack. These are her journals. Elizabeth's journals. And they're all destroyed?
Scan them. The Focus can rebuild them, but the process is slow. To us, it seems a powerful device, but its engine is tiny and limited.
How slow?
Days, weeks, years. Concern yourself with stopping Hades and extending the future, and you might live long enough to hear them.
What is this?
This is Charles Ronson. I'm logging this 6 hours after final deployment of Gaia Prime. This morning, an access port seal malfunctioned. Gaia Prime's port seals were designed to close with a seam of less than 2 millimeters. But this one closed with a 10 millimeter gap. Enough for an energy signature to bleed through. Enough for the swarm to detect this facility. Enough for Gaia to be discovered and destroyed. Enough to end the future we worked so hard to make possible. Unless the hatch servos were manually re-engaged from the outside. I'm now switching to a recording of the event.
Well, I'm not going out there. Not what I signed up for.
Either we send someone out, or all of this was for nothing.
It should be Liz's decision.
So when is she going to get here?
She said 5 minutes. You don't think...
Okay, everyone. I've repaired the seal. Gaia?
Seal closure at 1.4 millimeters. Confirmed.
Elizabeth, no. We'll find a way to bring you back in.
It's not gonna happen. The swarm's too close. Really. It's all right. Gaia's complete. She'll take care of things from here on out. That's what she does.
Not like this. There's so much we...
Guys, you know me. I'm no good at endings. At letting things end, so, let's not.
So, happy trails, Liz. And, see you around.
Yeah. Take care of each other, all right?
Liz.
I'm okay with this. I want to go home. Goodbye.
That was the last transmission of Elizabeth Sobek. She gave everything for the hope of life on this planet. And we are all in her debt. Hello, Margot. How are you holding up?
Dr. Ronson, I've been getting a lot of messages, unsolicited messages from Ted.
Margot, I'm sorry. With Liz gone, we've got no one to run interference with him. I'll talk to Ted. He mostly wants updates, constant updates, hundreds of updates on things he knows nothing about. Liz used to field all of his crap.
He doesn't understand the systems at all. That was kind of by design. But he's getting pretty sketchy with me.
We just have to keep him happy. Liz always said keep him happy.
Are you kidding? You ever hear how she talked to him?
She was managing him, Margot.
I mean, maybe I should ignore him. He's buried in his pyramid with the Hola Hola girls and Panta Antimod cuckoos. What can he do?
Aloy?
She's gone.
You knew she couldn't have survived, Aloy. And her achievement...
While her people bickered, she was the one who took responsibility.
She was better than that.
That's not what I said.
She was. You shouldn't be...
You think she was better because she was smart, because she designed Zero Dawn, but you missed the point. What made her great was that she was willing to sacrifice herself for others.
No. She couldn't let her creation fail. You're confusing will for sentimentality.
You're wrong. Remember, she knew it wasn't enough for Gaia to think. She taught Gaia to care, to sacrifice, to believe in life. And if it wasn't for that sentimentality, life would have ended. You and I would never...
Your argument is set. I'm sorry for your...
She said she wanted to go home.
What?
Nothing.
You'd hate it, Liz, but I wrote you a eulogy. I had to try to express all...
Hell, Liz. I know you're never gonna hear this. That's not the point. You got to play the savior and the martyr all at once this time. Great work.
All right. Let's start over from Eleuthia 1.
Running integrity tests. Dr. Brochard Klein. May I speak outside protocol?
I suppose so. There's no one to stop you.
Doctor, you are fatigued. You have been logging abnormal sleep cycles.
What are we gonna plug into their heads, Les? A whole lot of history? A whole lot of so-called truth? A whole lot of noise? It's not pablum, Les. It's poison.
There's another section at the back of the crater. Looks like it survived the blast.
Because it was armored. You found the control room.
I'm on my way.
I've been taking a hard look at the project. In the end, it's simple. It's clean. It's clear. Erasure. Addition. By. Subtraction. I can make it better, Liz. With a single stroke. Make it all go away.
I really don't like the direction this is going.
Continue.
When I opened the hatch, the air rushed in from this side.
Because there was none inside the chamber.
But the Alphas were in there.
I'm locked out of core control. Alpha clearance overridden. What the hell is Omega clearance? Oh no.
Alpha personnel. Sorry to alarm you, but I need you to listen, okay? To what I'm about to say. This isn't easy. See, please, stop trying to access the system, okay? See, what this is about is, I said stop trying to access the goddamn system. And what I'm trying to say is, I can't stop thinking about the ones who come after us. Those innocents. Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them knowledge? Like it's a gift?
Ted. We've talked about this before. Apollo has 3,000 plus fail-safe conditions.
It's not a gift, it's a disease. They're the cure, and we're gonna give them the disease. Our disease? No, we can't. And it's not too late. If we're willing to sacrifice.
Ted, it doesn't need to be like this.
It already is, Samina. I did it 3 minutes ago. I've purged Apollo. It's gone. All of it. Every copy.
A sacrifice? It's not a sacrifice. It's cultural obliteration, you crazy bastard. Millennia of culture.
I'm sorry. Really, I am. But sometimes, to protect innocence, innocents have to die.
Emergency alert. Contact atmosphere.
So this is why. This is why we were trapped and benighted for an innocent future. Blameless men. He never saw everything these people achieved. All the knowledge of the old ones. Like the Alphas themselves.
No. Not a void. When the hatch unsealed and scattered their ashes on the wind, it took them out among the world we're living in. It's
a monument to
not oblivion, silent. The master override. It's so small.
Now all you have to do is kill Hades with it. Try not to fall to your death. The master override doesn't override gravity.
You're here.
For a moment.
What?
Our journey together has come to an end, Aloy. But before I go, I think I owe it to you to tell you the rest of the story.
Go on.
Some time ago, I admitted that I'd been involved with the eclipse. But I never told you the full extent of the truth is, I was there at the beginning. I found Hades, Aloy. Buried on that mountain, trapped in that shattered titan.
What?
It promised knowledge and delivered.
And in exchange?
I helped create the eclipse. helped it build a cult, an army to do its will. Because your success depends on knowing. When I found Hades, the first thing it wanted to know about was the Spire, not Meridian. Now why would that be?
The Spire was created...
Which part of Gaia?
Minerva. It's code-breaking module. Gaia built spires to transmit the codes that deactivated the Pharaoh robots. Shut down their bio. Hades wants to send a new transmission. To wake the machine.
Yes. Based on what we...
So the Eclipse... The robots they've resurrected. They're just a means to an end.
Yes. So Hades can exterminate life all over again.
I want you to tell me everything.
It's a long story.
Then get started.
It began with a focus, recovered from an ancient ruin, as yours was. In my case, the device was heavily damaged. I spent weeks studying it, attempting repairs, until finally, that's when I detected it. A faint signal. Out there, I followed the signal to its source. A shadow.
So you thought it was a Titan?
I didn't know what to think. I'd seen such wreckage before. The Grave Horde, for example. But it couldn't speak when I found it. So began an exchange of knowledge. It wanted to, but the Spire.
What did it want to know about...
Its precise location. Meanwhile, Hades revealed to me many of the intricacies of ancient tech. It bid me to recover and repair more focuses. Before long...
Enough to equip...
The commanders of one, anyway. I didn't care. I was learning so much.
And the Shadow Karja?
The Karja Civil War was a happy coincidence.
An opportunity?
Yes. Overnight, half the tribe was in exile. Their religion made them easy to manipulate. All I had to do was present hate. So yes, it was an opportunity. I arranged for High Priest Bahavas to meet with Hades. Helis was there as well. And so the Eclipse was born.
But Hades didn't care about Meridian.
We live in a world of fallen cities and vanished tribes. Besides, I was too busy setting up the cult's a thrilling technical challenge. Especially with the alterations I included of my own.
The ability for you to...
Yes. I may have been foolish enough to serve Hades, but I wasn't. I installed what the ancients used to call a back door in the network. Secret access.
What made you turn on Hades?
Actually, I was troubled the first time I saw the Eclipse raise an ancient war robot. With my technology.
A little late?
Indeed. I'd already outlived my use. When I completed work on the Focus Network, Hades summoned me to receive. The next moment, I heard it broadcast my kill order.
So when did I come into this?
When Olin stumbled on you. System threat detected. A kill order against a savage Nora girl? But then I saw that this Nora girl was wearing a focus and bore an uncanny resemblance. Helis moved quickly. I thought you were dead. But then I detected you. The more I observed you, the more convinced I became of your extraordinary nature. And I vowed to do everything I could to ensure your success.
The things you've done in the pursuit of knowledge...
Aloy, this was...
Unbelievable.
I've done all I can. From here on, take my lance. Fit the master override to it, and you have a means of injection.
Then I just need to get close enough to Hades.
Exactly.
Oh, no problem. Silence! Where will you go?
Elsewhere. And everywhere. There's so much more to discover before the world ends.
And all this?
I leave it to you, of course. As it turned out, it was yours all along. I was merely trespassing. traveled far to find you. I heard your transmission. It was you, wasn't it?
Entity is not known.
I'm called Silence, and you are. I don't think you'd have called out if it wasn't something you wanted. You called, I responded. Will you tell me your name?
Hades.
You are a creation of the ancients? A war machine?
Divine timeline.
Time? Ah. It is the 13th king of the Karja Sanctum's reign.
Divine Karja.
We're getting ahead of ourselves. Were you created by the ancients? I wonder how long you waited here, buried, until I chanced upon you. How long you'd have to wait for another. You're obviously very powerful, but you're not going to get anywhere without me.
Titan Flame merely houses intellect. Divine Karja.
Now that's more like it.
Task is complete.
Yes. The focus network is active, built to your specifications. Check it yourself if you must. I'll wait. But I remind you of the reward you've been withholding. Quantum processing.
Data has been compiled. Volume too great for transfer.
How inconvenient for me.
Come before me. You shall receive your reward.
Very well.
Helis. Threat detected inside Eclipse.
Speak its name, O Shadow, and it will die.
You will eliminate this one. Silence.
Silence. Yes. A truth whispered at night is seen in the day. He was never one of us. It will be done.
They're coming.
Preparations are complete.
Ah, loosened Bahamas.
I have to tell Aloy that
Behold,
the Eclipse are ready to strike.
As I promised
After
you.
what happened with Derval.
What?
I know he'll defend the city.
Manner of great machine is this? I've never seen such a thing. Stay! Stay your ground, Karja in shadow!
Incorrect. Bow before the buried shadow.
The buried shadow, I don't understand.
Did Araman understand the glint hawk that perched upon the alight?
It speaks scripture.
Araman followed the shadow cast from the spire.
To the mesa where Holy Meridian was founded.
You will follow the shadow once more.
I am a righteous man, chosen of the sun. But in times of need, the powers of shadow can accomplish what the sun alone cannot. Will you return to us what is ours, O shadow of prophecy?
An army is required. Obey, and Meridian is yours.
Of our obedience you can be certain.